stress?
Today?
No, in life, generally.
Yeah, so for the last 4 years, it's been 10.
Okay, you're the perfect candidate for this.
Yeah. Just to give you an idea, I landed from Agra, I got ready, I did my own hair. It's difficult, okay, the men, I want to tell you, to wash it and to blow dry it and to straighten it. And then I did my makeup in the car. And I was half ready, I was in my chappals, so if you go and see the car, it has bathroom chappals and everything. So I got ready and I have a flight to catch to America and I have not packed at 2 o'clock. So while I'm talking about how one should relax, I'm actually very stressed, so I'm 10. What de-stresses me is shopping. I was just saying, you know, everything calls out to me, like this mattress is telling me, buy me, buy me. I want to buy it for my mother because she doesn't keep very well, and I think it's wonderful. I just stay worried about her oxygen levels, her heart rate, her blood pressure, and right now I'm stressed out because I'm going to be away for a month, and this is absolutely wonderful. This is something I want to get for her. So knowing and being in control is so much better and less stressful. Okay. So Magni Flex is, thank you so much for getting this to India.
Great. What about you, Diane? What's your score?
I think I've reached a point in my life where it's like half.
Alright.
We all start off with 10 and then you learn how to manage your stress over time, and as you get older and wiser. And I think it's like, because I'm in the business, in the fitness business, so
Of managing stress also.
Yeah. And you deal with acute stress, which is daily stress every day. You deal with your mates, with your in-laws, you deal with your husband, kids, work. So that is what you learn to manage over time, you either start your day with your workout or your yoga session, or you manage to take 10 minutes away where you can just breathe and meditate. So I manage it really well. That is acute stress. There's this chronic stress that is very tough. That could be like, financial loss, if you lost a loved one. That is where you have to go into deep, it takes time to manage it, because that can cause lifestyle diseases,
Of course.
Diabetes, heart problems.
Yeah, we have a research which shows that stress triggers, I'd like to bring Dr. Yusuf Machiswala at this point. There's a research which shows that stress triggers 70% of the visits to a doctor and 82% of serious illnesses. And yet people don't acknowledge stress enough. And stress and sleep deprivation go hand in hand. So what is your thought on that? Why do you think it is so deeply linked, stress and sleep?
So sleep, one third of our life we sleep. We spend time in sleeping of nearly 8 hours of our 24 hours. And the presence of yoga, meditation, everybody talks about everything. But believe you me, a good deep stage 4 sleep, with an REM and an NREM sleep is what is the best stress buster, the best de-stressor. Because it is only in your sleep you produce serotonin, your brain. And serotonin is the petrol, the diesel of your car, your body. If you don't sleep well, your serotonin doesn't get produced. And then the whole day you are grumpy, you are irritable, you are chidchida, and you are unproductive. So you need to sleep well. And for me, if my patients sleep very well, then I sleep very well.
How do you
But if
cope
they
up
don't
with stress
sleep, then they keep calling me.
Okay.
So I usually tell them, have a nice breakfast and a good sleeping pattern.
How do you cope up with stress personally?
Right?
How do you cope up with stress?
How do I? I tell you, I like to sleep. I like to, talk to my patients. My patients, they are the reason which I am there, whatever I am there. And talking to the patients' families, helping them out, getting them to baselines, what is the strength to work well.
Lipika, what about you? What's your score on 1 to 10? And how do you cope up with stress?
Well, right now I feel very stressed out with a gorgeous woman and another one and another healthy woman and a doctor sitting next to me who's an expert in stress and a yoga master here. Well, it's not the easiest thing to talk about. at this point of time with such a glamorous, surrounding. But I like to laugh a lot. I like to joke a lot. I like to eat a lot. Jan, I hope you're not listening. I hate working out. Abhishek, I hope you're not listening. And doctor, I love to sleep, but when I get into bed, I'm thinking and I'm imagining and I'm
So you're not
really, and I'm not sleeping properly, which I'm supposed to do. So again, stress levels, not the negative stress levels. I personally, honestly believe that some amount of stress and anxiety is actually very good for the body. To my mind, I feel if we are not a little bit stressed and anxious in a positive manner, we will not be able to grow in whatever we are doing and be able to look at other things around positively. So I think that bit of stress is actually very good. And of course, if I'm awake in a positive stress out state of mind and sleeping on a mattress like the Mattress what better? The only thing about Mattress Smart Tech is what is stressing me out a bit is that it kind of detects all kinds of noises. Snoring is fine, but what about the other stuff? Sorry, I think I'll pass the mic to somebody else.
Yes. Abhishek, what about you? You are a celebrity yoga guru. So, how do you de-stress yourself?
Okay, I'm thankful that I'm in a profession like this where I have no choice but to keep myself de-stressed so that I can de-stress other people. So I actually do various things to de-stress myself because of that. One is connecting to nature, and thankfully every morning I'm in one or the other of the parks in Bombay in early morning in the sunlight and in nature. So and making people run and do yoga. So that greenery is something, by the beach or in the greenery, that is connecting to animals, doing yoga myself, and trying to sleep the sufficient hours in the city, which is not an easy thing. So that is something, eating, there is various things.
Okay. So coming back to Neha, what do you think is the reason for sleep being so elusive in our times? Of course, stress is omnipresent and sleep is so elusive. So do you feel the effects of sleep deprivation, or are you able to take a nap and fall asleep instantly?
Well, there are days. I don't push myself to sleep. I think I've tried and tested many different things. When I was a few years younger, and then people were around me would always say, we can't sleep. And I could literally nap anywhere, and there would be no problem. Like I said, the only time I can't sleep is when I know I have an early flight or an early call time, and that's actually very unhealthy because when you have an early day work, like if you have a 6 a.m. call time, you literally need to make sure you sleep really well so that you can actually be very, very productive, exactly like Doctor said, that, and this thing that he was saying about, you're crabbly and you're in a bad mood, I'm that person. So at least my team knows that till 12 in the afternoon they shouldn't even hover around. And even if they are, they should tiptoe and then not talk to me. Pretend like I don't exist. And that's what you come to terms with. But if you're coming back to your question, and I feel like I'm going away. So, firstly, I think we worry too much about little things. And I've learned the hard way because nothing is more important than your own health. And the first thing to start affecting your health is if you don't give your sleep enough importance. And I think Galen, if I'm taking her name right, she came on stage and then, I usually don't pay too much attention when people talk on stage, but with her I really did because she's so interesting and she makes so much sense about buying a car and buying, the handbag, which you're going to carry around your arm, and then you have to carry it in a particular way that you just need to go back and bandage your arm, and it doesn't do any good to you. And what are you trying to prove out of it? And it's just amazing. For me, I think that if you're going to spend 1/3 of your life on that bed or that mattress and sleeping, I think it's probably the best investment.
Absolutely.
And I feel like it's just things like competition and, you know, it's also a new fad. Oh, what's happening? Oh man, I'm too stressed out. Like, you know, it's the thing. If you don't say that, you're just not cool enough or important enough. And, you know, it's just time. You just need to snap out of it.
Mahima, do you manage to pack in 8 hours of sleep?